What's up, everybody? Welcome to Wellington, Florida. This is a suburb of West Palm Beach. Highly requested video for our channel that we've never actually gone around to and done. So we're going to show you guys a beautiful suburban area outside of West Palm Beach. Great, beautiful homes. This area is just absolutely wealthy. We're on Doubletree Trail, and we're just gonna take a drive around, show you guys some of the big houses out here and what money can do in Southeast Florida. With Katie studying to be a real estate agent, so hopefully one day we can be selling some of these big houses out here. Beautiful. Looks a lot like Imperial Golf Course in Naples, where I used to live. It's just really fancy, upscale communities with large properties. Beautiful, beautiful homes. This is Florida, guys. Wellington is just to the outskirts of West Palm Beach. It's a subdivision that's built not too long ago. When they were building parts of Wellington, I actually helped. I was like 14 years old. 14, 15 years old. My parents lived in Naples, but they were getting paid so well working on these houses here in Palm Beach County that we actually would commute about 2.5 hours, almost 3 hours every single day. Leave at 6 in the morning, get here about 9:30. And I think my parents were making something along the lines of like $700 to $900 a day installing glass block windows on new homes. So they did really well doing that. So it was worth the commute. I think there was like, I can't remember what they paid. I think it paid like $300 a house. And you could do 2 or 3 a day. So I would come with them because I love, the drive and getting out of town or whatever during the summer when I wasn't in school. And I would actually come with them. And one day, I didn't go with them. And my parents saw a Florida panther on that day. I was really disappointed. I would go with them in hopes of ever seeing a Florida panther because that's where they are in the middle of Everglades, South Central Florida. So I was excited to always, drive back and forth, in the morning and at night, hoping that we would see a panther. But yeah, I spent a lot of time here when they were building these places. I love those palm trees. I don't know what they're called, but they're fancy. Now, this area is definitely for the wealthy for the most part. There are some more, excuse me, affordable areas. It's not all super expensive, but it's definitely, you gotta have money to be out here. Prices are not on the low end for sure. Beautiful homes. These homes here have a canal behind them. There's some trees and then there's a canal, so they don't have neighbors on the back. Absolutely gorgeous residential areas. You guys have been requesting that I get out here a lot. Most of the time when we drive through ones and we're just trying to get back across the coast, so places like that are kind of hard to hit up. Well, it looks indistinguishable from Naples, Florida, where I'm from. It looks about the same. The beaches here in Palm Beach are a whole lot nicer. They don't have to deal with the red tide. And even if it's windy, these beaches between Palm Beach and Jupiter, the water's always clear. The sand is always pretty. It's one of the biggest advantages that this has over the west coast of Florida. One of the disadvantages that this area has is crime. Crime is a little bit higher than Southwest Florida as a metropolitan area in general, not just being site specific, but just as a metropolitan area, this area has higher crime rates. But other than that, the beaches are better and you don't have the red tide concerns. The Gulf Stream comes real close to that side of Florida from Palm Beach. In fact, the ocean is a lot deeper on the east coast of Florida. While in the Gulf of Mexico, the water's not as deep. You're kind of Gulf of Mexico, it only gets to be like about 100 feet. I remember my friend, when we go fishing, we would drive we're not drive. Hey, you drive a boat, right? Yeah, you can drive a boat. We'd drive this boat a few miles out, and it'd be 26 feet, you know, 24 feet, 18 feet, 23 feet, you know, a few miles out on the Gulf of Mexico. But over here, you head a few miles out, and you're in a few hundred feet of water. Go a little bit further out, you're into 1,000 feet of water. So it's a lot deeper on this side, and I think that helps contribute to a cleaner water, less environmental concerns with the ocean. So if the red tide's been a hassle for you, I just don't like West Palm Beach because of how much crime there is. I think there's a lot more crime than Southwest Florida. You keep driving straight ahead to that intersection. So yeah, these are some of the nicer parts of Wellington, and there's also sections that were built by companies like Cody Homes or the Vosta and all that. I don't know, they changed company names. Back then, you know, building these new communities was a huge hustle. I mean, people would make hundreds of dollars a day. They got paid really well to work making these communities. A lot of it's kind of like subdivided into different areas. Lots of interesting stuff. When you get to Padlock, you're gonna take a right, let's say a right-hand turn in. Right-hand turn on Padlock. And we'll head into Wellington itself eventually. I gotta kind of stick to the side streets because we got the side view camera. I don't like to go too far. It doesn't make sense with the side view camera to go too fast. Let's see how much traffic there is. If it has a lot of traffic, we won't get on it. So look, there's a lot of traffic on that road. Let's see here, we'll be taking a right, yeah, there's not too much traffic. But yeah, just beautiful areas if you can afford it, I guess. It's about the only catch, really. The only real catch here is the price tags. We're on Padlock now. Padlock Drive heading south. Lots being surveyed right there. Getting prepared to build on. Beautiful big homes. I love these. They've kind of left some trees in front of this one. Tighten this up a little bit. Alright guys, we're passing Greenview Shores, and on the other side, these are some bigger properties over here. You guys are going to see some pretty big properties over here. Big properties. We got the sun in our face for a moment, and it won't be forever. New homes being built still in a lot of these empty lots. Keep going. On the next street, you're going to take a right-hand turn. Next street, take a right. We're looking at the sun for a minute, guys. We'll be out of the sun's way. Big empty lot there in the corner. I'm blinded. I know you guys can look at this TV screen at home, but I'm forced to look at the sun right now, and it is blinding. There we go. Nice and slow. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You're going to take a left-hand turn down that little road right there. Love the royal palm trees. There's a lot of horses out here. You guys are going to get to see some pretty interesting crap out here. Now, there's a lot of equestrian centers here, so we're in a Palm Beach horse country, I guess you could call it. These are some big properties here for the most part. pretty hard to look down and see the properties. They like to put up these big hedges here to keep you from seeing their houses, but this is equestrian lands, and there's gonna be some pretty big houses coming up here. You guys are going to see some pretty impressive, I would say, mansions probably at this point. We'll find out. I love how green that grass is. Nice and slow. Nice and slow so you can see it. Just beautiful mansions here. And again, a lot of these are going to be hiding behind the trees. Absolutely beautiful. I've had a lot of screw. They got queen palm trees. I hate those things. Seems like most of the nicer houses were on your side. You know, most of these houses in the backyard have a little sandy patch. Take a right-hand turn at this right here. It's a dead end where you get to go around the loop. Beautiful, beautiful properties. That one's for rent. I wonder what it would cost to rent something like that. Wow. Just a little look right here. Yeah, again, one of the worst things about this area, if you're trying to peek at the houses, is that they're kind of hidden by the trees. Take a right-hand turn. You gotta take a right-hand turn like the way you're going. Beautiful homes. Oh, that's pretty cool, man. I got a rental property. I'm sure the rental requirements. It's not like about renting properties like this. It's not just having the money. It's also, you know, they're gonna look into your credit scores and all that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It's just gorgeous. I know we got the sun in our face now. Go this way to get the sun off our face. That one's also for rent. Very interesting how they're renting these properties. Beautiful how they love this home right here. Interesting how they're renting some of these properties. I think that's a little interesting. I don't know if they're just like year-round rentals. They're probably more like seasonal short-term rentals. It'd be interesting to find out. And what it would cost. What? It's $10,000 a month? I don't know. $7,500 a month? I'm not even sure. Can't be cheap, that's for sure. Unless you want to live like a boss for a short period of time and then be broke afterwards. You can live the American dream for a short time. I love how many palm trees. Just this one. Actually, you could have gone dig right. I'm sorry, I should have told you. There's like a huge area where like all these houses have. Take a right as soon as you pass the little canal. Take a right as soon as you pass the canal. Beautiful coconut trees. Right up there at the top. Now, all these houses, for the most part, seem to have like little sand traps for their horses to play on. This one, go ahead. Here's one right here. You can see they have very elaborate areas to train their horses or exercise them and whatnot. This is surprisingly a dirt road. Very interesting how nice and slow there. Just a fancy area, but it's on a dirt road. Kind of unique. It's just interesting. Again, lots of these are big houses out here. Somehow they're on dirt roads. Not sure how that works. Big houses on dirt roads. They got little ponies. See the ponies? ponies. Just caught off guard by the fact this is a dirt road. You would think it wouldn't be a dirt road. Well, these are massive houses, but somehow the roads are kind of sandy. It's probably for the horses not to get hurt. It's probably so that it's light on the horses' feet. So today's a Sunday, so there's probably not going to be a lot of activity. It's nice and slow, baby. Go slow. You don't want to scare the horses. Probably the reason it's a dirt road is because, yeah, so they can drive their horses without their horses' feet getting hurt. So it's a very fancy community, but they have a dirt road for a purpose, not just because they don't want to pave it, so that they can drive their horses on the very distinctive community here. You don't normally think about South Florida when you think about horse country, but definitely horse country for sure. Horse country in South Florida. Nice and slow, okay? Nice and slow. But yeah, unfortunately, we're gonna get a lot of blocked views here. They like their privacy. Some of these houses are just massive. I love it. Big, massive houses, areas for horses. I mean, that's not even a house. Apparently, that's just for the horses. These horses are living better than me. So a horse community. I guess equestrian would be the proper term. Not a horse community. There's a lot of horse around here. Horsed. It's a horse community. It's an equestrian community. You want to be fancy? Equestrian community. I would just rather call it a horse community. Now we're on Wellington Trace. Alright guys, I hope you guys liked this tour. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe for more interesting drives. Check it out.